do. Looks like we don't have desktop audio. There we go.
Toasty!
Good morning.
Morning.
How was your vacation?
Good, good. Got a lot of beach time. Peaceful moments. There we go. Let me grab you guys your money real quick because I realize I have not dispersed patron funds. Oh, well, let's get things rolled up and the arena selection process. Carl of Viper Flame and an owl that hates you. Alright, arena poll is up. Alright, that's dealt with. Rudolph's up in there voting for Fortress. Got an owl to check on.
Hello.
Hey, Beast, how's it going?
Good, you?
Not too bad. Beast.
Hello.
Hello.
Blue.
Oh, I see Basilius out there. Oh, he's already got the roll, so he's good.
He's in the lounge right now on Discord as well.
Yeah, but he does have contestant rules, so he should be able to pop over when he wants.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab him up in a moment if he doesn't. Oh, there he is. Hey, Basilius.
Oh.
Let's see here. I think I must have just forgot to do it. Spells. 2 votes so far for the fortress.
Oh, let me see if there's a hint. Nope.
I did not post it yet. Voivod is laughing at what's his name? $sign Slime, and telling him he may want to get a coat. Alright. That's set up. 6 players.
I'll be in shortly.
Finish poll. Oh yeah, I was counting from Discord, not from
Okay, cool.
going to the fortress. Six players, level 5.
It's level today, right?
That's
Yep,
it.
level 5.
And you guys are starting outside. Phase. Kyle, and then Iron.
Should I see everyone?
You should, yes.
Okay, I probably need to refresh then. Let me know when you're finished loading the monsters and I'll hit the button.
Yeah, go for it now. Ooh, giant hyena. Fun.
Okay, that worked.
Yep.
And another moon druid? Nice.
Yep. I'm just tanking Moon Druid. I don't do much spelling.
Not good at spelling. Check.
Nope. Not at all.
Alright, everybody gain +5 to your max HP.
Nice.
How much? Sorry?
+5. It's just a
That's 5. Great.
normal aid. I can't
Back.
upcast it yet.
Ooh, that is a nice. Oh, it's well shaped, that's why.
No, not that. This. There we go. Alright. Just need 2 more initiatives and we're ready to go.
Sorry, forgot.
Yeah. Let's see.
And you pay the price.
I do. Wow.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, now let's do this initiative thing. Oh, damn.
Merry Christmas. FaZe rolled a 1 and Tyrion got the 20.
Okay. Alright, there we go.
Alright. Tyrion's the first one to stride out proudly into the arena. Tell us about that guy.
Tyrion is a human huntsman. He basically just beats the shit out of things, like, particularly monsters for a living.
Nice.
And to, like, just help protect, the world he's from.
Next one in is
Good.
Iron.
Aron is a chill halfling. He is happy, always ready to go out and have some fun in the arena. He's grown quite fond of beating up things and learning spells along the way.
Right. Second halfling, third one, Bang Bang Trigger Fingers.
Yeah, Bang Bang Trigger Fingers is also a halfling. He is a fighter champion. He takes out his hand crossbow and his revolver and eyes the door.
You know what this game needs is a sawed-off shotgun.
Hell yeah.
It's like I have a area, like a 15-foot cone. I'm writing
That'd
that
be cool.
down.
I think there is something on that 60-foot, 40-foot cone something.
Have to check that out. After that, it's Kyle.
A human swordsman. You're trying to get some more wealth and power as threats are encroaching upon him in his home.
Nice. And Lincoln's coming out in hyena mode.
He'll transform in the stadium. He'll do it as a performance.
Nice. That's the way you do it.
So Lincoln is just barbarian who just wants to get enough food to live, and decided to go to the Coliseum to do it.
That's one way. Plenty of
He
food
is
here.
a shifter barbarian druid.
Nice.
It's the barbarian druid.
Shiftbarian.
Ooh, they like the transformation.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking like sort of American Werewolf in London style, where like your wolf mouth comes out of your own mouth and you rip your body to shreds doing it. Is that what we're talking about, or something else?
That works, and then he has a second transformation that makes him look even more feral.
Nice.
It takes his long tooth form.
All right. Last but not least, Phase.
FaZe is a human in dirty robes, bare feet, and carries a nice glowing scimitar, and he is a moon druid who just came to see the animals.
Nice. Come to Voivod's petting zoo. Everything pets much harder than you'd expect. And Tyrion is leading us off.
Okay.
Everything pets back.
Yeah. It's not the heavy petting zoo, that's the Gentle Beings Club. You spot an owl that hates you to the north?
Does he hate me or someone else?
Hard to tell right now.
Gonna open the door.
Nope, I didn't give that owl an initiative.
Even if you wanted to, you can attack, so he's just gonna kind of dip over here.
Alright. Iron.
I'll just ready a fire bolts for whatever comes in my vision. That looks mean.
Alright. Bang bang.
Okay, take my action to dash. Till here.
Alright.
And I also hold an action to fire anything that comes through the door.
Alright. Then it's over to Kyle.
There wasn't anything. Open that other one, and that will be Kyle.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Over to Lincoln.
Lincoln will just go straight forward. 35. I don't remember what movement speed is. 50. Okay. See, does not see anything. With these black dots.
They're holes.
Oh.
Something made holes in the carpet.
Is it like dugout holes or like burn holes?
It looks like something chewed its way through the carpet and then burrowed into the rock.
Interesting. Lincoln will just wait right here and attack anything that pops out.
Alright. This owl hates Tyrion.
Oh, okay. Poor owl.
This owl got killed by an Eldritch Blast last time and learned a trick or two. but its aim is still shit. Licks 2 shots into the wall next to Tyrion, and then flies up over this wall. And it's Faze's turn.
Alright. There and there. And that'll do to start.
Alright, it's Tyrion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not concerned about the owl.
It didn't occur to me to bump the owl's charisma, so he's bad at shooting for sure.
Should I see something in here?
All you see is your hyena friend sniffing at one of the holes in the floor.
Oh, I don't see the hyena. Alright.
Yep, the hyena is right here.
No. Oh, yeah, I do see the little holes in the floor. That's weird. You know what? I'm gonna step back and just hold an action until I see something I can attack. Because that's weird. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna run forward a little bit. Takes halflings a while to get somewhere, so I might as well use a little bit of my movement. And I'll hold that firebolt again.
Alright. It's Mr. Triggerfinger's turn.
Sign of any enemy?
Other than those holes in the carpet, not really.
I'm going to use an action to open this door.
Both big doors are open right now.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you just don't have line of sight because of the angle you're at. There you go.
I open the door and find this corner. Anything through here?
You don't see anything in the bedroom, nope.
I will hold an action to fire at something I see.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Kyle. Kyle's getting in there.
Yeah, let's just fire a few Eldritch Blasts down the hole. See if I hit something.
Yeah, well, the first shot you lick down there, it's bright arcane energy, right?
Yeah.
You see that the hole goes down about 5 feet and then turns to the east. So you're just hitting rock.
That will be going.
All right. Nope, I don't want to make you invisible. I want to make this guy visible. And this thing sort of scrabbles its way up, bites a hole through the carpet, and pops onto ground next to the giant hyena. And anybody who's got a held action in line of sight, Lincoln.
Yep, I'm firing.
I would love to.
First shot, then Phase, then Tyrion, then Iron, then Bang Bang, then Kyle.
Jeez. I hope this thing dies before it attacks me.
Ooh, that's a crisp silver dice. I like it.
22 is a hit. Bump you out of the way again, sorry. Giant hyena hits for 18. Let's see. Next would be Phase. If Phase had a held attack, I don't know that Phase did.
I
don't.
Then Tyrion. Tyrion hits with a 15. So it's Tyrion's damage.
Yeah, 15 is the damage. Yeah,
15
I'm
is
also
damage.
going to pull it closer. Yeah, I hit with a 22. The damage was 15.
I see. It looks
And
pretty.
yeah.
How close do you pull things? Is
5 feet.
5
Yeah.
feet. Okay, so he's 5 feet closer. And I think there was a firebolt from Iron. That hits.
Sweet.
Nice.
14.
Oh, I need the tracking sheet. Basilius gets the kill. So, there's a squee and then a pop when your firebolt hits this thing, and it sort of spatters the side of the giant hyena with its guts. Harmlessly, but still kind of gross. And you realize
Sorry.
that the squeeing noise was not it crying out in pain so much as like it getting superheated and the gas blowing out from between its carapace segments. All right.
Jeez.
Kind of want to do that again.
And then Bang Bang wouldn't get to shoot until this next one pops out of the ground next to Kyle. You had a held action, didn't you, Jet? If you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, yes, I did, but I rolled a 14, and that probably misses.
Nope, that's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Just itty bitty
Oh, and
bugs.
it's in range too.
Just itty bitty little bugs.
Okay,
They'll probably
okay.
burrow into you and take control of you.
Mostly right up
Just
the
the action. Jesus.
mostly right up the butt. They're butt bugs.
Oh boy.
Sad days.
Wonderful.
All right. I get 3 tentacle attacks against Kyle. And not the first one. This is going to be a short match if I keep rolling like this. 15's not going to do the trick on Kyle. Another one busts out of the carpet next to the hyena.
Hyena's probably getting hit. Oh, that's not.
Come on.
14
That'll do the
is
trick,
enough.
right?
Yeah, that's enough.
All right, and I think that pulls me into your space. And I move with the target, have rolls on advantages against it, sort of clamber, or yeah, no, I think I tentacle haul myself up to your side and kind of latch on. And then I'll do this thing, because this thing sounds fun.
Oof.
DC 13 con save.
Oh, Jesus.
Very glad I'm not in that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not raging yet either, dang. Oh, barely.
Boo. Well, that's no fun. Alright. It is your turn, Lincoln.
I will go ahead and rage. Because larva attached to me and blew up.
That would do it.
I don't think I'll have to add the rage feature onto this. I'll just add 2 to the rolls annually. Is it disadvantage for me to attack it? Or is it normal?
I think it just has advantage on you. I don't think you have disadvantage against it.
Okay, then I'll just go ahead and recklessly bite it.
Yep.
It already has advantage on me anyway.
Yep.
Ooh, 14.
14 hits.
Nice. $14 damage.
14 damage.
Then bonus action, bite it again. There's a long tooth.
14. Bite. 18 hits.
12 damage.
Oof. You almost bite this thing in half, but it's still there on your side.
Alright, then I will just use my movement to get to the other side of Kyle.
Alright, it comes with.
Slow
I
spin.
don't know why they didn't give these things damage transference.
That would have made a lot more sense.
That would have been fucking great. As it
That's
is,
much.
they're not going to be too hard to get off of you. You should be scared to shoot at something on somebody else's side.
Yeah.
That's just nature. That's how nature works, man. Alright, I think anyways. So I'm told. Pop over the wall, take 2 Eldritch Blast shots at Tyrion, put them both in the dirt at his feet, and over to FaZe.
Okay. Just take a 5-foot step forward.
Oh, this one is dead. We should mark it as such.
And oh, okay, it is dead. In that case. And can I thorn whip the one on the other side of Kyle?
Yes.
So do you want to thorn with the one on the hyena?
The one on the hyena's out of range.
True.
Shouldn't be out of range. You have a 30-foot range with Thorn Whip.
Thorn Whip misses.
Yeah. And I'm done.
And we're back at the top of the turn order with Tyrion.
Okay. I think they can handle these little gnats, considering how easily we killed them. I'm gonna probably try to deal with Owl Boy. Where is Owl?
Al flew back over the wall up here.
Oh, then fuck him.
Al doesn't have to die for the match to end either.
Okay, there we go. Gonna shoot at the, thing over there.
Nine misses.
Yep.
That 9 doesn't miss, though.
The 12 hit?
12's not going to hit.
Okay.
15 damage, it survives. Or was that on the one on, oh no.
The one on Kyle, because that's the only one I can see from here.
Yeah. Alright. Still alive, but not looking great after that. Anything else from Tyrion?
That is all.
Iron.
Alright, let's continue moving forward. And let's try to make this one pop as well. Firebolt. Halfling into a 16?
Halfling, yep. You backdoor your way into shooting this thing. 9 damage, more than enough, same effect. A sizzle, a squee, and a pop.
It's the first time my halfling luck's come in handy. I'm glad. Alright, that's off.
Iron Insect Bane or something. Bang bang trigger fingers. This one's dead, but there's still one alive on the side of your hyena friend. Uh, 26 will do the trick, 13 won't. Yeah. No squee, just a pop here. And it gets that kill. We smash cut to an owl that hates Tyrion flying off into the sunset, doing like a villain "I'll get you next time" monologue.
He's missed so many times he quits.
Yeah. He's just there to cause trouble. He doesn't drag out the match. Alright, you guys need some winnings. I need a most valiant combatant.
I think Lincoln was the one who took damage, so I'll vote for him.
It only took out my temp HP, and that was it.
They really need that damage transference. That would make them a little scarier. As it is.
Or
I
we should
mean,
give disadvantage on the attack or something.
Something to give them a little bit more survivability. Or even just, you know, double the hit points, maybe. They're bugs. They're hard to. They're hardy.
Well, its AC was also terrible too.
Yeah, it like all the way around. It just wasn't well. See, and I mean, consider the fact that I presented you guys with double the amount of them you would have been able to face under normal rules. Like, if you came across those in normal combat, a deadly encounter would just be a nuisance. Just be like, oh, there's a.
I think it's also the ambush feature, but we knew the fight was coming, so.
Yeah, even with the ambush, like the second it manages to latch on, it's out in the open with no defense.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll stop bitching about my monster and start getting you money. I'm just always disappointed when a good monster goes wrong.
Does aid last 8 hours?
Aid lasts 8 hours, yes, I believe so.
Well, I'm gonna use my free cast of False Life.
No, that's not what I want. I want that. I want this. I want to pass out 220 gold.
Could I also request for my taxes?
Oh, I didn't pay you yet, yeah.
Thank
Taxes? What?
Yeah,
you.
Patreon thing.
Oh.
Join the Patriarch, you get taxes.
Join us.
Alright, and let's see, how much do I owe Jet? Boop, boop, boop. Here it is. Oh, I always forget, I need to update your handle. There it is. Alright. Let's get shit rolled up. Oh, I totally didn't check the contestants roll before I paid out. Fuck. Oh well. Ooh, all humanoids and...
Yeah, and you did the contestants in VIP.
Oh, I wonder if that pays people who aren't in the VIP.
It would, because they still have the roles, just they wouldn't be able to see the money they got.
Yeah. Yeah. Rudolph, double check that you got 220 gold. And if not, I'll redo that payout. Because the bot might ignore people who aren't in the VIP. Moonlit Night. Arena poll, she goes up.
I have exactly 5,000. That's kind of crazy.
Whoop, whoop.
Congrats.
Water's out.
Doesn't look like I did.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Give me just a second and I'll get you paid.
Yeah, no worries.
Start.
Wait, how do you know you didn't get paid?
Because
Didn't
there's
you
no
money?
mark. It doesn't. When I get paid, it says contestant receives.
No, but no. So that's what we're talking about. Is that he did it in another channel. Do you cue exclamation point money and see if the money's different?
Yeah.
That's what I was curious. Like, how would you know?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't track my money.
Oh,
I'll do it just to be sure.
Yeah,
220.
sorry. Druids don't spend a lot, so.
True.
It's very self-sufficient.
So
I
RP.
think I got money. I'm not sure though. I think I did.
Okay. I'll just pay Rudolph and Basilius again just to be sure. 220 won't break the bank. The arena poll is running.
yeah. So it's usually good to just check your money before the session starts, just in case there's like a little error or something.
Yeah, the bot doesn't fail on a regular basis, but it does fail, so it's not a bad idea to check.
Well, not because it's about like sometimes you'll just like maybe like leave someone out, and it's like, wait, I didn't get mine.
No, the bot itself will occasionally tank. So,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it's not the world's most reliable. Oh, you're not a roll. That's why that doesn't work. Q add money person.
I feel I know $ slimes in the graveyard, but I don't feel like I want to go there. You know?
Well, he said
It's
something.
hard
Well,
to
he said
fight
coats
them.
actually. So I
He
would
said-
think either Gentle Beings Club or a bathhouse.
Thought he said wet.
Oh, I thought cold for the cold.
Yeah, I did say cold. Coat for the cold.
Oh, you said cold. Okay, I thought you said coats.
Not, yeah. It's not the Gentle Beings Club, to be clear, is Seattle formal, which means that you go there in your best, like, REI camping clothes.
Seattle formal? I love that.
So it could be.
So I
bathhouse
moved.
or
I
graveyard.
started out in Arizona, which has like Arizona formal, which is like wear a polo with your shorts.
Yeah, polo and cargos.
Yeah, that's how you're fancy when you're going to the people at the country club I worked at. That's how they did it. And then over to DC, which is like real fucking formal. When they say formal, they fucking mean it, and you don't go in if you aren't, or you do and they laugh at you the whole time. Back to over here, which is where your best camping clothes and maybe a hoodie, and you're good. 4-star dining, strap on that fucking hoodie.
Nice.
It's even changing worse here now too in Arizona. Formal's not formal anymore.
No.
It's like show up in jeans and a shirt. And you're
Yeah,
good.
show up with your genitals covered and we're good. Add money, add Rudolph. 220. There we go. Now everybody's definitely paid. We're tied over cisterns and bathhouse. 1 vote and 1 vote. And
I'll go sister.
find some monsters real quick.
I also will go cisterns.
Okay, so we are definitely broken in favor of cisterns then. Still 6 players. Deadly. That's too complicated. That's better. Alright, I got that. And I need... this. And I'm gonna swap bed. Like so. Alright. Over to the cisterns.
Tyrion, how much temp HP do you have?
Good amount.
Looks like you have almost your entire health bar in temp as well.
Rocktopus.
Fucking 99.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still need a couple initiatives and then we're ready to go.
And doing a refresh, I was stuck at 99%.
No worries.
Eight.
Oh, and if you like aquariums and you can ever make it to Monterey, California, strongly recommend the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's fucking amazing. You have just multiple huge. Like most aquariums you go to only have like the one big tank and everything else is small. They have like at least 3 giant tank areas that are super cool, and a shit ton of octopuses and cuttlefish. That's why I think.
And a lot of petting areas too.
You know, it looks like they've backed off because like the petting areas are now just full of seaweed you can touch.
Oh, what?
Yeah. There's still the bat rays but like all the like tables, because I was surprised because yeah, usually there'd be more. Oh, also you can touch those giant pill bug things, the giant
Millipedes.
no,
no,
they're copepods.
The sea roly-polies.
Yeah, the sea roly-polies that are like football sized. Those are pretty fucking dope. All right, that's off track. So let's talk about what Kyle's doing because he's up first. Oh wait, I still need 2 initiatives.
Sorry.
I'm stuck at 98. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and roll your initiative. I'll try to do a
Sure,
good job.
thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
I hope not too good a job. I need time to get back into the
Nah,
game.
really good job. You're in second place, but just let it ride for a minute. It'll probably sort itself out.
Sure.
What's Kyle up to though? Ooh, Kyle finds a lot of friends.
Oh yeah, that's a
There's
lot.
some big bugs
No, not those.
and
I love
some ladies with ferrets.
Ferret ladies. Ooh.
Everybody likes a ferret lady. Not everybody, but you
We
know
will
most people.
slap
People of
that
good
on
conscience.
the right. Nice good old fashioned hex.
All right, hexed. Actually, I'm going to use marked. Save curse for when it's cursed.
If I plan to take the attack action, I can.
Just need a hexagon-shaped icon for hex. It would be nice and easy.
Yeah. I can't get closer, sadly, so it's just gonna have to take Eldritch Blast.
So close.
21's going to hit. 26 is also going to hit. 4 and 1. 5 damage.
Hex punches.
And 6. An additional 9. It's a decent sized hit for this thing, but it's still quite healthy looking.
Yeah, Cal, just stay there. Cal.
Alright. Any luck, Jet?
No, I think you have to brown token me. I'm sorry.
Alright, brown tokened. I also need to make a brown token again.
Yeah, you might need to just do a refresh. You probably just froze up on that.
Yeah, try one more time. Tyrion. It's always a tough call whether waiting and letting the try to sort itself out is the best bet, or refreshing again is the best bet. But it's been this long.
Oh, it's my go?
Yep, your go.
Okay. Let's hope this doesn't turn out too bad.
I mean, I do, but you can hope for what you want. You find another bug.
Yeah, that's a monster.
Another bug, another ferret lady.
You know what? Ferret lady kind of creeps me out, so I'm gonna shoot her first. Like, I mean, as bad as bug is, something. No, ferret lady is just.
Bad, yeah.
Okay, let's take our shots.
All right. One miss, one hit. 2 hits. 16, 26 total. That's a pretty good sized hit on her. She doesn't look very happy.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm pushing her 10 feet. Then I'm on.
Alright. Jit, sounds like you're back.
And he's gonna let everybody know that there's some monsters around the corner. Like to the southeast.
Alright. Take your turn, Jit.
Okay. Is it registering? Great. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna fire that thing. Got myself a new fancy laser pistol. What?
I'm gonna need the closest science fiction franchise approximation of what your laser pistol looks like.
It's very halflingy, you know? Like it's very like do it yourself DIY made laser pistol. Yeah. Yep, that's
Looks, I'm gonna guess it looks sort of like a pipe, like a smoking pipe, but you hold it upside down by the bowl. All right.
Yeah, there's still like a leaf still attached to it, maybe.
Ooh, lucky about that halfling business. Yep, that's a hit. 7 damage.
And I will back up.
Alright. And I forgot
And that's my turn.
to roll my Kruthix. They should have gone already. They're going to go now. We're going to turn this into good old-fashioned Kyle gangbang. Yeah, that should originate from me. Boop. There you go. DC 14. Dex save for Kyle versus 17 damage. Nice.
Saber sucks or half?
It looks like half.
Half damage, yep. The other Kruthik, I really wish I could justify coming around from the east side, but it saw somebody from the south, so it'll come from that direction.
Yeah, the giant octopus also got a pretty good stealth roll, so you might not be able to hear it.
I mean, it's very quiet. And you guys are out of range for breath weapon, so I'll shoot some spikes. Let's see here. What's my multi? 2 spikes. Over at Tyrion. Spike, spike. Maybe a hit with that 23?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shield that one.
Yeah, I thought you might. And this one. Go ahead and get to here. And take 2 stabs at Kyle. Let's see. I think both of those are hits, yeah?
Sadly, no, considering I have the shield.
Boo. Like a coward.
Alright, took an acid splash to the face.
Lincoln. Coward. Shields are for babies. Everybody knows that.
And why is it no?
Somehow he doesn't notice this octopus scaling along the wall.
Ooh, are you like a Octorok from God, I wish
Zelda?
that was the case. From Zelda, yeah. Can you shoot rocks out of your mouth?
I can't, I wish.
Oh, that'd be so
I can't
good.
tentacle, though.
There you go. Ooh, no.
Oh, 12. Wow.
Struggle to find purchase on my rather solid Carapace. Anything else from Lincoln?
Since he can now see me, I will just pop off the wall and rage and move over 1 space.
Iron.
Trying to see what's going on up here. Okay. I say, hey, I learned a new spell. Check this out. I cast Fireball.
Nice.
Kyle auto saves.
Alright.
Just an auto save, or
So you
Like-
take, and since it's a sculpt spell, you take no damage.
okay.
But the other guys aren't so lucky.
Not so much for me. 2 deck saves. Here they come.
15 is a no, 12 is a no.
Nope.
Where's that druid? I was hoping to get him in there.
34, yeah.
Couldn't see him though.
That's a big hit for both my boys. We hates it.
That's all I can do.
Alright. Let's see how useless these fucking frost druids are.
They have 2 really good spells.
Am I gonna move? I'd like to move. Oh, that always happens. Always end up holding the Windows key instead of the Control key. Doesn't do the same thing, oddly. Spells. Bip, 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 bip. Drop an ice storm right in the middle there.
Good thing I moved.
Step my ass back around the corner.
Alright, I'm back.
Uh,
Had to take a small little break.
Ugh.
20 damage on a fail. And that area is now difficult terrain. This one.
The good thing about that spell is it affects everything with the entire cone or cylinder is difficult terrain, like the walls and everything.
Yep. I'm gonna put a second one down. Oh. I wonder what my change shape does. I should probably read that. Where does she have line of sight back to? Right there. Can drop a second one there. And Iron and Bang Bang can make their saves versus 23 damage.
What was it?
And let's see.
How much is the 48 cold damage? Or 46, 48? I'm gonna absorb elements, the cold section of that.
Alright.
So, for 15 damage then for me.
Alright, I'm going to drop a wind wall on Tyrion, FaZe, and Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln, the token's just there for
Oh,
one while she
you're
drops.
right. So just Tyrion and FaZe. DC 14 strength save versus 19 damage.
I'll just pull them off to the side.
Oh, I'm in the thing? Okay.
Yep.
I doubt I pass it.
I'm down.
Nice. Got one. Speaking of FaZe, it's FaZe's
Yeah,
turn.
that hurt.
See if you got a 20 in your pocket.
Let's are done where
So,
attributes helps if I'm on the right page.
oof.
Ooh.
Top of the turn with Kyle and his new Kruthic friends.
I want to finish off the one I was starting on. I'll take that one up.
Oh, I should look at my shape change while they're working on that. Nope. All the shit I can turn into sucks.
Yep.
I'll become a goat. Fuck you all up.
We'll get my Hexblade's curse going. All the heck.
Also cursed.
And if you want, that one back there can do an op.
I'll take a stab at you. Miss that
Nope.
stab.
Alright, now for me to go steady. Hexblade.
10-foot reach. Okay.
14. Is that hit a crit?
14 misses.
Grr. That's all I can do.
Alright. This Hive Lord to the north will do its acid spray for my two halfling friends. DC
I should have
14 deck
saved
save.
my.
Ooh, bang bang. Iron
Should have saved
passes.
my absorb elements for this.
22. That'll leave a mark. And then I'm going to scoot right up. What does it say on pack tactics? 5 feet. That's interesting. I feel like if I've got a 10-foot reach, my pack tactics should be 10 feet. But maybe that's just me.
What's that little dot?
Which little dot? On...
Between me and the person next to me?
that is, he's targeted somehow. I don't know if I did it.
Oh.
That's
It might be from the spell.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, it's 5 feet from Kyle, so it's fine either way.
Yeah. And the other Hive Lord will have advantage on stab. Actually, I'm also going to take a pass at getting my breath weapon back. Fail. Stab. Stab, stab. Probably slid that 24 through.
Yeah. 24 can get through.
Are you shielding the 20?
Yep.
Alright, 8 damage.
Blood damn.
This one will try to get its... Oh, I still have my breath weapon down here. Fuck yeah. Go ahead and peel one of FaZe's death saves off. And everybody else can make that DC 14 dex save, Tyrion and Roctopus. Versus 22 damage.
Dang.
That's Kruthix, and it's Bang Bang's turn. Kruthix plus Cisterns equals bad day.
Kruthix plus Cisterns plus ratio.
3 points for FaZe.
Right, FaZe is up. Assist for Jet.
And I'll take 2 shots. Oof. Ooh.
Both of those against the Kruthix, they're no-go.
Yeah.
Your like badly rotoscoped laser beams.
I can stand back. That's my turn.
All right, Tyrion.
Action surge. Action
Oh,
surge.
action
Sorry.
surge, more pistol. That's better.
Oh, my turn? Okay. Oh.
15, 18.
So, this wind wall thing, am I, like, stuck here?
I don't know what it does for movement. You're already difficult terrain because of the... What do you call it?
Oh, so, like, it keeps me, like, just like a barrier, basically.
Bolts.
Like, it keeps, like, smoke, fog, stuff at bay, can't pass through the wall.
Yeah.
Well, okay, smaller or flying. Alright, so I could pass through the wall, but yeah, I'm gonna just run around this shit.
Remember, half movement in that big circle.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're flying. Can't remember if you fly yet or not.
No, I don't fly.
It's still half movement and flying too in the circle.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's the trick. You have crazy movement.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, another lane. But not enough.
You have enough movement to go out of her threatened range?
Oh no, I'm staying in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the same bitch I shot at earlier. Yeah, I'm fucking her up. Let's go.
18 is one. 21's another. And a crit miss is a crit miss.
What the hell?
10 and 10. 20 damage. She's still up, but that's a persuasive amount of damage against her. And over to the octopus.
Can't really do much other than attack it, so that's what we'll do. I'll go reckless.
It's 17
17.
miss.
Jeez. I'll recklessly bite it with my beak.
Which is alarmingly large considering your shifter abilities. That hits. 11 damage.
11 damage. So I can't wrap it up, but I can beak it.
Yep. Over to Iron.
Satisfied with the results of last time this worked, he's going to cast Fireball again.
Kaboom. Saves. Dexterities.
Ooh, nice roll.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Alright, so the second Hive Lord passes.
39 on a fail.
19 on a success. I'm going to focus on success. 39 for my druid. She doesn't have magic resistance or anything. Nope. Oof. That's brutal. Yeah, both of those Kruthic look terrible. Nobody dies, but it's a ton of damage. Anything else from Iron?
No. I guess I'll sit here.
Alright. Then it is Frost Druids.
It's a spicy fireball.
Wow, I get a lot of Ice Storms. Fucking A.
Yep.
I'll just keep rocking those out. Second Ice Storm for Iron and Bang Bang.
Reroll until it passed.
One.
Oh, the dreaded double ones.
Double ones. 19 damage.
I'm down.
Alright.
That is one more. That's a one more than I have. Oh wait, no, I can just sorry, I'm going to use absorb elements. I'll stay up. Sorry about that.
My Druid Lady has a cool Icicle. Swings for 19 and 21 versus Tyrion.
So I actually have 7 still.
Oh, attack 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shield.
Shielded. Okay, my other Druid.
There we go.
Just gonna slip over this way. And its face.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
Yep.
So heal me how much? $20, not bad. Was an action, so I only get, and it's difficult terrain through here. So that would be 30 feet of movement there.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say that ends my turn.
Alright. Then we're back at the top of the turn order with Kyle. Up in that Kruthic sandwich.
Yep. And we're gonna.
You're the meat and the druid's the cheese.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So let's give a healing word to Bang Bang.
Thank you.
Assist.
And then try and stab me a curse that I got super cursed.
Two hits. 15 damage is more than enough. What does your rapier do to this thing?
Yeah. There's another quick thrust right into its thorax and watch the necrotic energy just slowly spread out from it.
Yep. The fleshier parts of it dry out, but the what do you call it? Carapace remains undamaged and clatters to the ground.
Oh, how much do I heal again? I can't remember. It's my mod plus my level, so
Ice Storm's a really good spell. Holy shit.
It's a decent. It gets overshadowed because of Fireball.
Yeah. But I ain't got Fireball.
That is all for Kyle.
Alright. That one Hive Lord looks pretty sad about you icing his friend. Let's recharge on that acid spray. Fail. Still got an ally in range, so it'll stab twice at advantage against you. I think that 23 is getting through, unless... Yeah, you could shield it, right?
The 23 will hit. Oh wait, I forgot. I didn't dump it, so I can't do that. So that's gonna get through.
Neat.
Because I forgot to use my flourish.
Other Hive Lord. Fails getting its breath weapon back. They'll take 2 stabs at the octopus.
4 points of damage.
Hit and hit.
Yeah, wasn't likely to miss. Damage. 19. Bang, bang.
How hurt does the druid look?
She's definitely
Worse
red
than me?
zoned. No. She looks healthier than you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the Kurtik. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Teased you with that 20.
Oh no, that was mine.
Oh. 15 is also a miss, though.
What? It's my turn.
Gonna need a little more practice with that laser pistol. Maybe redesign it and make it a little more ergonomic. And it's Tyrion's
Yep.
turn.
15, 16, yeah.
Oh, bonus action, second wind.
Alright. Beast, you back yet? Lincoln.
alright. Well, Lincoln's just gonna sit here, take hits, try to hit this thing.
Keep the Kruthic busy.
Yep. They'll go reckless because I'll get hit no matter what, so.
You hit.
And then add 2 more to that, so it's 14.
14.
Sorry, I forgot to add the rage.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a miss.
Kruthic makes a panicked shriek as you wrap it up in a tentacle, but still manages to get out of the way of your bite. Iron.
I'll slowly crawl forward too with it.
I'm really trying to estimate how much health this Kruthic has.
It looks real bad.
Alright, I'll go for option number 2 then.
Shatta.
Kyle's fine. Doesn't have to worry about it.
Alright. Druid and Kruthic.
It's probably not gonna be enough.
Conserves.
Yeah, they both pass.
Both pass, 6 damage apiece. Yeah, not enough. Anything else?
I guess I'm just gonna brace for my inevitable death of via Sleet Storm or whatever the spell is.
You know you guys can move, just half speed.
Not far enough.
Not with their tiny legs.
Have some speed.
Let's see, spellbook. It feels unsporting, but I'm gonna do it anyways. That's phase, iron, and
Okay,
bang bang.
pass this, low damage roll, 2 elements, and I survive. Oh, it's not a low damage roll. Yeah, that's gonna get me.
Ooh, I rolled good.
Absorb elements. 15.
Not 15 because the 14 of that is bludgeoning.
Oh.
Ice Storm. Just gonna clip Kyle with that Ice Storm. And Beast, you back yet?
9,
6, 8, 14.
Take 2 icicle swings at Tyrion. 14 and 16 would be misses. Oops. We're over to phase.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do it again. Cure wounds at 3rd level on myself.
Doop, 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 doop.
17 hit points back.
Thank you. Oh, that's not for me. Okay.
Nope. The situation's too desperate for generosity right now.
Just to survive, I'm gonna have to go bonus action Dog Mole. Go to there, and I'm gonna dispense some healing next round. Sorry, guys. Alright, that's it for this turn.
Back at the top of the turn with Kyle.
I'm back.
Oh, let Beast take his turn real quick then.
Okay. Let me see if I can kill her.
Signs point to yes. All those would
How
be
many?
hits, but you're probably
cool.
not going to need all of them. She survives the first one. Second one's fatal.
Cool. Yeah, you're just gonna knock her brains into the dirt.
Nice.
Okay, then I'm gonna go find another one of those so I can give the last hit. Yeah, there we go. And last damage.
Hurts, but she survives.
Okay.
And now we're with Kyle.
Alright. Here's the last bit for you, Iron. Healing
Thank
word.
you.
Another assist for Kanoi.
Healing word. And then I'm gonna try and stab this Ice Queen because she's been killing us all rather than the Kurthik.
14 hits.
Oh, goddamn, we're gonna use my defensive flourish.
Yeah, 2 pretty dangerous monsters, actually. Nice. 9 damage. She survives that.
Defensive flourish damage on top.
4 does it, though. Two kills.
I guess I'll slide around. Curse, they can get ready to go get the other one.
Alright, speaking of Kruthiks. See if I can get that breath weapon back. Oh, that's too bad. It could make this last turn hurt real bad. Oh well. 2 stabs for Kyle.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to actually silvery barbs the first one.
All right. So it's 2 19s now.
2 19s. Neither of them hit.
Boom.
Yay for defensive flourish.
Bang bang. I'm gonna give you advantage on your next shot.
Thank you.
Recharge my acid. I can't. 2 stabs for the octopus.
Their advantage. Actually, no, they're straight rolls because I grappled you.
Yep. Still managed to crit on one of them.
Should have saved my silvery barbs for that. Damn it.
No, that's fine.
Octopus will be fine. 25 damage.
Yeah. We still gotta fight the normal form of Lincoln after.
And I still have a second wild shape.
Okay.
Over to Bang Bang.
Let's try and hit this thing, please.
21 hits.
Looking for the advantage.
That is really strong, actually.
You burn a neat little hole right in the head of this Kruthic, and it slumps
Awesome.
over dead.
Psst. That was first attack.
Are these
I'm
sleep
guessing
jump
the ice
rolls?
storms are gone.
Yeah. Are the ice storms gone?
Nope,
No, they stayed.
Thought they stay until the end of their next turn.
No,
No,
it's
they stayed forever.
Oh, okay.
physical terrain for a long time.
Until they melt, basically.
Nope.
No dice there. Let's see. Anselm doesn't deserve money.
You guys really should stop bunching up, though.
Says the octopus and octopus 14, no dice.
Is it grappled?
Oh, it
It
is
is
grappled,
grappled.
so advantage.
For both of those attacks.
Or it would
yes.
have been normal roll.
Straight roll.
The spell does say end of next turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Oh, I thought
God.
it was just forever.
They
Oh,
both still suck at normal rolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else
This
from Bang
one.
Bang?
That's me.
Over to Tyrion.
Okay, try and kill this. Alright, I guess I'll beat up on the other lady. What is that thing straight down from me?
Straight down from you. The dog mole?
No. That, yeah.
Oh, that's Bang Bang. He's just all
Okay.
messed up. Tyrion pauses to look at Bang Bang and not recognize him because his face is just so mashed up right now. What the fuck happened?
I think that's
Yeah.
more frostbite and acid.
27, 23. You don't miss on any of those.
Oh, is there another guy up there?
Yep.
There's another ice queen.
Third druid.
Oh.
So I keep saying stop bunching up.
39. That's huge. She's red zoned, but still up.
That is all.
Lincoln.
I don't have to go reckless anymore since it's grappled, so. Still advantage attacks.
Two hits. 16. Does a nice amount of damage. You rolled really well too, though, didn't you? Yeah.
Yep, I did.
6.
I rolled really well.
21 also
20.
hits. 9. That one's red
Then I'll
zoned.
keep- Actually, I'll move closer now. You guys are far enough away. Breath won't hit you.
Drag it back. And iron.
I'm gonna use my inspiration and shoot a firebolt at advantage.
Oh, you have advantage if you're attacking this thing down here.
Okay, well, I just want
Yeah,
to use that.
restrained. Uh, 6. Not as dramatic as when you hit the little bugs with it. Frost
Yeah, no.
Druid.
Actually, I'll make my movement down here. I don't want to get hit by one of those ice things again.
Yeah, I'm gonna step around Tyrion.
That's 25. Thank God.
Drop another Ice Storm.
She can stand on the water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can stand in the water.
Move into it. It's 5 foot.
Shallow. 21 damage versus DC 14 deck save.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm going down.
And that's my Ice Lady.
Who was
Does that get me as well?
Yeah, you're in it.
Okay. Wow, really?
What's the dog mole up to?
Well, I just lost 10 hit points from that ice storm. Oh, both of them are unconscious. Alright, this is bad. Alright, drop dog mole form. It's a bonus action to shift out. Cure wounds, 2nd level on whoever's beside me there.
That one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Bang Bang Trigger Fingers.
Bang Bang is going to heal 18. And crap, there's 2 of them.
You only see one target right now. Oh, you mean 2 monsters remaining alive in general. Yes, that part's true.
Alright, I'll end my turn there. Hopefully I can hit Kyle next round.
Alright. Kyle can do a death save. Kruthic can attempt a regen. Nope. Stab, stab.
Disadvantaged. It'll help. I doubt it will.
The first one will be a 13.
The 13 is still enough.
Roll a proper disadvantage roll. Ooh, big miss.
Nice.
Bang bang.
Yeah, got no bonus action being word anymore.
13 hits.
13 damage? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, 13 damage, yeah. That's against the Frost Druid?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not nice. Very mean lady. Anything else from Bang Bang?
Yep, again.
Ooh, nope.
My goodness, the rules today.
That's a hit. Very good damage roll, but she's still up.
That's my turn.
Tyrion can fix that problem for you, I think.
Yeah. Let's try and kill her.
Hits. 16 does the trick.
Smash. Alright.
Kill.
So 1 more left now?
Yep, just the Kruthic on the south side.
Oh, alright.
South side?
Wait, is that Ice Storm still there?
That Ice Storm is still there, yes.
I'm not going that way. Damn. All right, let's go octopus. Oh no, critter thing.
You can kill the octopus if you want.
You
Nah.
have advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, it's restrained. Oh, wow.
Let's
Wow.
go, baby.
Overkill, but hey, you know.
Have you met me?
The
Wow.
17 is
Double
a
sixes,
miss.
double fives.
27
No.
damage.
Oh, 17's a miss?
Yeah, 17's a miss.
Okay. I'm good, though, with that 27.
Yeah. It survives that, but it's in rough shape, and it's Lincoln's turn.
Okay.
Alright. See if I can kill it.
Wow. There you go. 10 doesn't do it, but it's hurting.
Come on, bites.
You do hit.
11.
Oh, yeah, what do you do to this thing?
After I smacked it in the face with the tentacle, I'll just bite off its head.
Alright. Yep. You drag it in close and just bite right through its neck.
And then I'll start just eating it.
Like a pair of scissors,
Lincoln always
yeah.
hungry.
Oh, yeah. And I bet for an octopus it's weird, like watching, I don't know if you've ever watched a, like a scorpion eat, like a real big scorpion, but it looks like they're just jamming food into their bodies. It's horrifying. Alright. I'll give you guys a double roll since I gotta wrap up early. That'll be 280 gold.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get my schedule better under control during the daytime, but right now it's hairy. So might be these 2 weeks for running short daytime matches. If so, I apologize. Nick took that kill. I need an NPC, and then I got to bounce.
I'll give it to Kyle for having 3 monsters on him the entire time.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Did some solid tanking up there. Kanori gets the NBC, it sounds like.
I gave mine to Ian for all that wizard stuff. That was fantastic.
Pretty hype wizarding, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good day.
Have a good one,
Take care,
everyone.
y'all.
Take care. See y'all.
Everybody out there in Twitch land, sorry to have to wrap up early. My schedule got a little jacked, but we'll still be here. We'll just be here for a shorter amount of time during the day. I am going to find somebody nice to raid over to real quick, and I am already behind schedule. Evan Blair.
Largest container ships in the world, the Ever Golden, okay, MOL Truth, MOL Triumph, the Costco shipping Taurus. Is this literally Costco's shipping? MV Barzat. These names are not very good, guys. All right, I'm gonna be honest. We really fell off when it came to naming cargo ships. I think we really fucked up. Like, we could have called this like the CMA like Ganymede slaying something. The Voivo. Oh shit, Voivo. Sorry to raid Dash real life. Yeah, okay, Voivo. Thank you very much for the raid, guys. Go give Voivo some love and a follow. Actual D&D legend on Twitch. All right. If you like anything I do, you probably like everything Voivo does better. Thank you, Voivo, for the raid. Go do what you got to do. Welcome everybody. Good to have you. Good to see you guys. Hello. How you doing? High Mobility Mariner. Wait, hold on. I gotta scroll, man. Wonderful time. Thanks so much for by Matt. Dude, I'm sorry I was late though. MS is motor ship. MT is motor tanker. MV is motor vessel. MY motor yacht. Sailing on. Interesting. High Mobility Mariner. Oh, that's what HM. Okay, I see. Royal Caribbean cruise ships also have cool names. Well, cruise ships always have cool names. I think we fucked up when we named we started naming like cargo vessels. Like why couldn't, like, I mean, Triumph's pretty good. but like, or Taurus. I don't know what Barzan is, right? But like the Madrid Maersk, the Madrid Maersk, they could have easily named this like the Laser Thunder or something. Like the Madrid Laser Thunder. How cool would that be? Like, why do we name our ships cool things? You know? Chinese offshore shipping company, Costco. Oh, okay, so it's oh, it's that Costco, Atari. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't think cargo ships is running around slaying anything. Well, they might be. I don't know. Military ships names used to be more free-form, but modern times have adopted certain conventions that match up with more structured. Previously, naval vessels had a variety of prefixes. One could cover everything from battleships to special types of auxiliary vessels, everything in between. Some of these prefixes are still in use, however. Modern conventions also indicate that warships carry the same designation to make them easily identifiable, while auxiliary vessels have a unique indicator in the Navy, USS. This is for United States ship, which is a indicator of a warship. USNS, United States Navy ship, is using an auxiliary vessel. HRM is the UK, represents His or Her Royal Majesty's ship. Yeah, I get. That's the only one I know is the HRM. Interesting. So what are hold on, the largest U.S. war ships? What are these? Okay, longest naval ships? No, we don't need long boys. U.S. Zumwalt? U.S. Navy ships. Okay, hold on. We got some. Okay, this is not what we wanted. We want specific. Okay, destroyers. No. Okay, here we go. The USS Constitution, Old Ironside. The USS Bonhomme Richard. Okay, all right. Philadelphia. Come on, man. These all suck. Utah. Who names their ship after Utah? The Nimitz, the Phoenix. Oh, the Liberty. Yeah, I don't see anything really cool in here, man. We don't have any ships like the Laser Thunder. All right, I'm disappointed. We gotta find some better ship names for Shadow to Sea ships. Okay. Start a thread in Discord for ship names. Oh God. Okay. Thank you, Garthan. So we should follow the old Navy style of ship naming. But how can we make that cool or Dizzy for D&D airships? You know. Did you name a cargo ship the Twitching Bezos Kappa? Probably. The Twitch Prime. Check out how people name their horses in horse race. If people get crazy creative there. What a horse. Kentucky Derby winners. Let's look at the winners. Kentucky Derby winners. These are the names of the horses. The Mandalone. I guess not the Mandalone. Authentic, Country Horse, Justify Asterisk. Are these the names of the horses? Always Dreaming, Nyquist, American Pharaoh. Holy shit. What is American Pharaoh? Jockey Victor Espinoza. Which was American Pharaoh? That's fucking pog. What the hell? California Chrome Orb? I'll have another? Animal Kingdom Super Saver? Mind that burn. War Emblem? Holy shit. We need to have an airship called the War Emblem. What the fuck? Now that's a name. 2002 was a good name for the Kentucky Derby. Holy shit, where War Emblem comes out in front. God damn, man. Okay, that was good. Damn, Dizzy, that was good. You're right. Holy shit, man. Thunder Gulch. Oh, it's halfway there. Did they always do this? Okay, let's look back in the 60s. What were they calling their horses? Venetian Way, Tommy Lee, Tim Tam. You named it after a fucking cookie? Iron Liege, Needles? Holy shit! If Ella's getting a dog, we're naming it something cool like this. Broker's Tip? Omaha. Omaha's lame. Name's after Omaha. In 1921, somebody literally named their horse Behave Yourself. Come on. How far does this go back? What was the first winner? The first winner was Ari Stides. Now it's some D&D shit. Vagrant, Bandon, Daystar. Okay, so they've been doing this shit since. Okay. The Macbeth the second, Macbeth Jr. I kind of like the Behave Yourself. This is their airship. It's called the Behave Yourself, or the You Best Behave. Ari Stides. Is that how you pronounce it? Excellent. Thank you for the correction. I would not have arrived there without some help. I needed that. Okay. She should have a precursor, probably reference like KRM, the Vanderbilt Crumb, standing for King's Royal Merchant. So your ships would all be named KRM Onyx Feather or KRM Racing Ox or whatever, reference to Crumb. But is that how like you would name ships if you were just like merchants, part of like a guild, like your own shipping guild? Like what would the Dutch trading company like ships have been named, you know, back in the day? Do they still have like royal referencing names? Excuse me. The Burgu King. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what they were thinking 100 years ago. For Emperor's Bright Armada, was that the name of one? Really? Did I miss for Emperor's Bright Armada? Shit. My bad. That's kind of Starseeker? Okay. Well, how competent should this airship be? Like, realistically, okay, so we have an airship. I've agreed to buy the Gildan airship, unlike buying Ella a dog. Yeah, unlike Ella, the guild has gotten what they want, and they get EBA stands for Emperor's Brand. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. The EBA. Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay, dude. Oh, fucking K, dude. I mean, I do like the KRM. Bloodbath and Beyond. Okay, dude. I think Dutch East India Company was abbreviated VOC. And what was that? Wait. Was that like referencing? So like are the prefixes always like what is the necessary function of the prefix? Is it just for like identifying a type of ship? Or where did this like come from originally? What's up, Bobby? What's going on, dude? Realistically, I've seen paddle boats with the name Butcher of the Sea, so we just do what we want. Because in Dutch was Vierende. I don't even know. That, alright. My Dutch is a little lacking. Quick, where's Sienna? You're working on one of your favorite locations. What are you working on, Fallen? Yeah. What location we got going on? The EBA Wind Whip? EBA Earl's Bounty Airship? Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna let everybody name a ship somewhere in the chat and see. I'll make a dumb scuffle article about it or something. You know? Wait, how did I run out of water? What the fuck? Wait, how did this happen? I went downstairs and got water. I just left it downstairs. Or leave in the bed. I think I left it in the bedroom. One sec. One sec. fast reverted. We're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're good. I think it was to identify where the boat was from and if they were enemy or ally. Okay. So you'd use like flag signs or whatever to communicate the name of the ship or whatever, right? So I know that like I know that you'd have like there's a whole man. We have to. I know the whole culture of like flags and shit in naval, history is like important, an important part of any of that maritime sort of vibe that we want to give to our Shattered Sea. We gotta find something cool that we can do with airships, like flags and streamers and things like that. Because our flags, or maybe like any of the flags will like fall from under the vessel or something. You have like an airship or whatever, and you could have like flags and streamers or whatever falling from it instead of like above it or something. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Semaphore messages, that's what it's called? I remember my mom like knew how to, I don't know, she knew a lot about that stuff. I don't remember why. It's not like we live anywhere near water. But she educated me briefly in it when I was young. Okay. I wonder if the Shattered Sea emblem, the Dragon's Clan emblem is going to have any reference to ocean travel, or if it's just going to be to air travel, Like just always floating behind the boat, or they drop it when a warship is nearby. Yeah, because there's also going to be lots of different types of airships. There's going to be more of our plain, like, air vessels, and then more of our, like, ocean vessels, right? So, like, it's not going to be super popular, but there are going to be, like, hot air balloons is going to be basically a way of travel. Hot air balloons, Zeppelin, that whole vibe is going to be, because you're going to have. You're going to have Zeppelin flying in the same space that you're going to have like your airships that can go into the ocean. So however this system of communication works between airships, it needs to also be able to transfer between the two of them. These two sort of like concepts or whatever. So we can also like take some inspiration from aviation as well, right? Like how planes are named and things like that. Well, typically they aren't like really famous planes, are there? There's obviously like you can say certain planes like the the Spitfire or the Mustang or whatever. But there's not like individual Stratofortress, the MiG, the F series, the Mustang, Mitsubishi Zero, Thunderbolt. They aren't like individual plane names, so yeah, maybe that's not a good place to go looking for inspiration. The Arrow. Wait, the Avro Arrow. What is the Avro Arrow? What? Boeing 747 was a big deal. The Concorde, but I mean like individual names though, right? Not like Like an individual name of a plane. Dude, do planes have individual names? Is this a thing? Like important planes or whatever? Like, oh, the sky crawler flew around and did some shit. Check the ship names thread in Discord to make sure to skip any names I thought were memes. Thorgan also added some to the list. All right, where are we at? Oh, Pog. Okay. Ooh. Oh shit! Wait, this is actually good condensing of information. Okay. We'll reference that for a couple of different ship names then, not just for the chat or for the Dragon's Flames airship. We also need to figure out what kind of airship we want. Do we want a boat? Do we want like a more of a plane type thing? Do we want a Zeppelin or what? Canadian fighter plane that was the fastest of its type, British engines and Canadian design. Americans shut it down, had the blueprints forcibly destroyed by the Canadian government. It's sort of a jealousy. Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah, that was like in the 90s or some shit, wasn't it? Elementary school Canadian history, my man. Well, thankfully, I wasn't paying attention to elementary school. I was drawing dragons and shit, so. Yeah, Canadian history. What do you mean, man? Late 80s? Okay, yeah. Right. I remember that. It was like supposed to be like the fastest like fighter or the fastest jet or whatever. Right, but that was the name of like a type of plane and not necessarily a like individual plane though, right? Or was it just a single plane project? Or a single jet? Well, we could do more of a traditional sort of aerospace design, or we could do more of a ship. I feel like the ship is like, it's iconic in D&D. You know? It's iconic in D&D, and I feel like maybe that needs to be... It's like there needs to be cool stuff around the world, but everything that the players interface with, I want a lot of it to feel familiar. Right? Like there's an opportunity to take a chance, really, when it comes to storytelling in D&D, and with new concepts in the world. And it's not like I don't want to take chances. It's that I want there to be sort of a baseline that feels very familiar, that someone can kind of recognize and grab onto, and then have cool shit like right next to it. That you're like, oh wait, I want to go over here, over here. Because this airship will be the story for the prologue campaign. Will be more or less the players start the game on an airship. Now maybe this isn't the Dragon's Claim airship. Maybe they aren't getting delivered to their destination. Maybe the game starts and the players are on some sort of a chartered vessel or a transport. It makes it seem more like a level 1 kind of thing. So I really want the game to start at level 1. I don't like big giant stories that boost you ahead. You know, I know Thorg is a fan of level 0, which I do like, but I think the level 0 is the kind of thing that you do the level 0 thing beforehand, before this part. But the official starting point of publication. That would be cool to do a level 0 sort of like maybe a level 0 precursor to the prologue, or just like a couple of ideas for level 0 adventures. But once you hit this first adventure, this first step, when you're on your way to Horizon, you are going to be more or less ready to go as a level 1 character. You're not going to be level 3, whatever. You haven't taken your Paladin Oath. You haven't done your cool rogue shit yet. You're just a level 1. And I don't mind that. If people really, really hate that and they want to start more or less in a level 3 setting, I want to make sure that that's why this is a prologue, right? Because the prologue is supposed to sort of take you through to the 3rd level, so that when the first sort of like storyline story hits, this will like lead into that story. Basically, you will have found something or done something or experienced something that's going to be important, and you'll need to figure it out. Figuring that out and understanding it and all that kind of stuff is partly where the journey is going to go through the Dragon's Claim story. You know, through that Eldar adventure that I want to build. And so I understand if some people don't, you know, want to start there because it starts at level 3. Like, I don't understand, the one thing I don't really get is the intolerance for being level 1. Like, I get that some people are like, oh man, you don't get anything cool at level 1, bro. You don't have your oath, or you don't have your whatever, and everything can kill you, and I hear the criticisms. But every time I hear the criticisms, I think, like, isn't that just like a part of the game that's like fun to go through? Like, wouldn't you miss it if you couldn't do that? Like, wouldn't you you know, doesn't that help sell or set up the beginnings of your character's story? Just having that very first like level 1 experience of being in the forest, and you know, you have to go somewhere, and you gotta figure out how to set up your camp so that wolves don't eat you and shit. Like, I don't know, man. I like it. I think it's fun. And I don't get, I understand if that's not somebody's favorite part of the game, but I don't understand the aversion to it that I hear sometimes. Like, speaking of the other day, we were talking about hot takes that nobody actually makes, you know, on character growth or not. Yeah, I do like character growth. Hot takes or that nobody actually thinks. I did see somebody make a hot take on Twitter. That somebody who's a D&D influencer that I follow, like, this is why I don't like following D&D content creators on Twitter, because, like, it's just, like, nobody, I never see a retweet from a D&D content creator that I'm like, ah, yes, that was a quality take on our hobby that I deeply care about, you know, very rarely. But somebody did retweet something that was basically somebody saying that, like, starting at level 1 is, like, always, like, they're making a case for starting at level 1 being always bad. And I'm not saying this is like a widespread thing. I think it's probably just like a smaller opinion. But I was like, huh, this is actually an opinion that got traction. There were people that liked this opinion. Now, I think the creator worded it somewhat aggressively, like something along the lines of like starting at level 1 is like, it's just like self-serving for DMs that just want to like put their players through an introduction that like the players don't actually need, or something like that. Or like there's no level 1 introduction that. There's no introduction to a game that requires your players to be useless and not fun to play, or something like that. Like implying that playing at level 1 was like never good. And I was like, really? That's got to be a take that nobody agrees with, right? And yet it was liked to shit and whatever. And I was like, is this a thing? Am I missing something here? I get some people say, yeah, man, I love when I hit level 3, but I don't really ever think anyone was like, no, I refuse to play level 1 games because you don't have any cool, interesting stats or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Talon said yo back, and now I back to work I go. All right, Rob. Thanks for the yo. Appreciate it. You know, I have some of the same taste in our D&D. That's why I like you to know too. Then you sneeze and he kills the wizard. Yeah. There is that. Okay. There is the risk of sneezing killing the wizard. But I think it's fun, dude. I just make sure that the combat is like pretty tame. Like, it's not really dangerous. Like, it's not gonna kill the entire party. Most things at level 1 don't require more than a couple smacks to kill. But I still think it's just an important part of the story, you know? I want to have a campaign that starts with off characters as kids for a handful of sessions for a story arc, and then a time skip there. I did that. So I did that a while ago. I mean, not a while ago, like in ancient times, basically, like in college, I think. I mean, that's a lot of fun. I did a game where I said the characters start, okay, and you're gonna pick your classes and it was level 0 find your class game. So basically everyone was around 10 years old. Now D&D, I feel like this wouldn't fly today. I feel like D&D players don't like being told their character has to be a certain age or whatever. Like now, and I think it's loosened up a little bit. People are a little bit more chill. But like last year and maybe like a year or two ago, people were raging at the idea of your D&D game telling you that you had to be anything. Like, there was any requirements to your character. Like, well, what if I want to be like an 80-year-old? It's like, okay, fine. Like, all right, relax. Like it was like a big problem that wasn't a problem. And everyone got mad about it and made their Twitter posts and farmed karma on Reddit, and then no one actually thought that, and then everybody just like chilled out. But you all started the game basically as like you were all 10, you were all friends from a small village, and basically what happened is there's this ongoing war. You were in the nicer, sort of more noble imperial kingdom kind of thing, and there were basically these like sort of people from that came out from the neighboring country that's been having some problems, and they've been raiding towns and stuff, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse. And so there was a big raid on your town, and the kids had to sort of find their classes. They were given opportunities to sort of find like someone's gonna have to sneak past that guard. Like, who wants to maybe train up a little bit of rogue craft? And if nobody bites, then it's like, okay, And so after they all made choices for how their characters would act, I gave them their classes. I was like, hey, you chose the stealth option more often, and this and that and whatever. So you're gonna start off as a level 1 rogue, or like, oh, you have like your pet dog. People, it was kind of fun because they're like, oh man, what class am I gonna get? Am I gonna get like cleric or paladin or whatever? Or am I gonna get fighter or this? That was funny. And so I told him, I was like, okay, this is your starting class. You guys all get your starting classes, whatever. And then years later, after this attack, after you guys helped defend the village as a bunch of 10-year-old kids or whatever, they didn't defend the village, but they like kind of helped out here and there, and they helped basically the town watch and the adults and all this stuff kind of in a very Home Alone kind of way, set up some traps and stuff. And I think they like poured boiling oil on some guys or whatever. And I was like, Jesus, that's dark. But that kind of thing. And so I was like, okay. And then 6 years later, you are all 16 years old, and you all decide that you are going to enroll in the Imperial Academy. Okay, you all enroll in the Imperial Academy to join the military in its hero class of sort of like knights. You guys are all going to go off to become knights. You all demonstrate yourself as proficient in combat, so you all make it. You all are off to become Imperial Knights, and the Imperial Knight Academy is this like sort of training school that takes the potential of each student and tries to basically like bring it out and then turn them into an Imperial Knight that serves as a sort of like hero officer class within the Imperial Army to then go to war. And so then they did some adventures, and they did their stuff and whatever, and they had this like the next couple sessions were between level 1 and 3 of them going through like sort of the highlights of a kind of like Hogwarts style kind of like adventure of them like going to training, and someone gets lost in the woods, and one person like there's a break-in at the school and whatever, and all this kind of stuff. Oh, sorry, Steph. Sorry, I'll give you a zoom out. We're not too far away or too far done yet on it. And so they go through the entire night, course basically, and they become these Imperial Knights. They graduate as officers from this officer academy, and I'm like, great, okay. So they all have the graduation ceremony and whatever, and then we end the end of the D&D game there, or that night, and then the next Friday after school, I was like, okay, so you guys graduated, you went off to the same like unit. You guys were you have to form like small units of knights that go around and sort of do things, and they sort of act as the command of like group of soldiers, and they do their thing. You guys are all sort of given this like position together, and where we're gonna pick up after the last year of you guys sort of like assigned, like we did another time skip of a year, and I was like, the whatever nation has been invaded by the Imperials. You were told that you were going there to to sort of count preemptive strike. Supposedly they are doing some sort of dangerous summoning rituals that are going to summon some very large beasts that you need to interrupt immediately. And so you guys are part of like sort of a special forces group of like, you guys are going in with very small groups to try and disrupt these things. And so you guys find yourself in the middle of a battle, and I had them all rolled down damage. So I had them all start off basically where the game started. They were all beat up. One of them was actually dying. I think our friend Mary was actually on the ground dying. I was like, ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I guess is that she's like that takes me out. I'm like, okay, I rolled a D of like, oh, and 8 of your 12 soldiers are dead, right? And so they started in the middle of this battle again. And so I like stuff like that where you do time skips but they had to find their level the entire time. You know, it's not like I wanted to start right then and there. We started at level 0, you know, to sort of like figure out the backstory of these characters and why they sort of are where they're at. And then we, you know, went into them finding their first 3 levels. And that was kind of a fun, you know, thing. And then because we could have started the game as, yes, you're all these Imperial Knights from this whatever. You're all in charge of this or that. You're all here in this middle of this battle. Here you go. Let's start the game. But in my opinion, it wouldn't have been as fun. It would have been so lame to not have all that backstory because they all knew each other and they all had these stories formed between each other between that level 1 through 3 sort of experience. And I find it like not really offensive, but just kind of sad that some people just like aren't like indifferent or like kind of negative. They're like, yeah, you know, I don't really love that, like those first levels, but they actively like hate it, you know. But I don't know how popular that opinion is. Probably not very popular in like our community because we're like more story focused, right? Like you say to a bunch of people in the Dragon's Claim, hey, you can tell a story and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be, you have this opportunity to tell like a cool story starting at level 1 or whatever. Most people I think in this chat in our community will be like, oh yeah, that's cool. But I guess there's an entire section of D&D nerds out there that are just like, no, that's disgusting. I hate that. You know? We have a royal party airship from a former prince who is now a party boy, artist / musician. Flies an odd symbol. Perched by magic above the ship. The artist formerly known as Prince Party Ship. Alright. Yes, Donis, you have memed efficiently. Thank you. Love the build from level 1. I'm doing a short campaign, 8 to 10 sessions. Then 2 to 3 start, long-term campaign. I always make some pretty exciting level 1 stuff. I think DMing has been lazy about making level 1 fun. That's an interesting call out. I like that. Yeah, I want to do something like that. I'll put that in my folder of stolen ideas. Yeah, go for it, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun but I also don't mind telling my players like the story of the game is the story of a bunch of like young kids from this town. And so the problem is a lot of times I think it's kind of shifted. Back in my day, back in the fucking day, man, when a DM said, I have a new game, the players said, what's the game? I want to make a character in it. And the DM would say, well, you're all going to be hobbits from a place called the Shire, okay? So the 4 of you need to each make a hobbit, okay, from the Shire. And you're going to be friends with an old wizard that's going to come by every once in a while. That's friends with you know, someone's uncle or something, or like with the town head named Gandalf, and he's going to be coming to the Shire to pick you guys up for some sort of an adventure or something. And you're like, oh shit, okay, let's go. And then everybody makes a hobbit. No one complains. But I feel like now it's like the DM says, I'm going to run a D&D game. And then all the players go away and they say, okay, well, I'm making my character. And then someone says, I have come back with a Triton that has tentacles on the top of their head that shoots lasers from each tentacle because when they were an orphan, they were saved by a group of Illithid that then they went on their life's adventure to slay the prince of the Cloud Kingdom of Dark Mist, to which they liberated the giant turtle crab Dorgashi, who then imparted the bonus of shamanistic water speaking onto my character that allows me not only to be a Triton in water but also to speak with fish when I'm outside of the water. And then I slew the vampire count of the Crown Kingdom, which gave me the stake, a permanent stake through a heart token, which I wear around my neck, which provides me a benefit from the darkness, where I cannot be corrupted by vampiric miasmas. So what's our game, DM? And the DM's like, well, I was thinking that you guys would all be like recruits in the army. They're like, oh, well, my character wouldn't be a recruit in an army. My character wouldn't join an army. And you're like, oh, maybe make one that would, you know. Which I know is just a transition between D&D styles, right? But I feel like that old style D&D is not just like not practiced as often, but it's also kind of like looked down upon. as this like as like a weird controlling thing from DMs, which I just don't buy, man. I think that if the DM's telling, like sure, open stories where you can do whatever you want are kind of are fun and great, but I think that if you're trying to tell a specific story, it's like you would never get like My Hero Academia, the anime. You'd never get that if there wasn't at least an idea that you're all gonna be fairly young characters that just discovered your powers, right? Like you just can't get certain vibes in your story. If you're the DM, you're trying to impart a vibe into your game. Sometimes like players complete freedom to do whatever they want with their characters that don't fit into the vibe of the game. I feel like at a certain point in time we stopped thinking about that, like, oh well then, you know, it's sometimes nice when like players can like make their characters work and when DMs can make their characters work. But it's like it moved to sort of a like, oh well the DM always has to make the game accommodate the player because, you know, in whatever weird thing they want to do. And I always thought that the backstory of a character was a lot of times more collaborative. Like, you know, of course, if you're just like, yeah, man, the adventure starts and you guys are all adventurers that have gotten a call from here or there and whatever, and there you go. But I feel like there's just other ways to play the game, you know? Near pre-make PCs, I'm always like, what's your world like when we are, or where are we? I want to make a character that fits that. Yeah, I love working with DMs on that. I love asking a DM, what would be cool, like, what would be a cool thing that my character could be from, you know? Like, is there anything like cool orders or cool, like, organizations or a family or something that would be kind of interesting? And DMs usually, like, perk up and like, oh, well, the noble of the town is this, like, really cool, eccentric old guy that, like, supposedly has, you know, like two tiny Pomeranians that aren't yappy, annoying rats. And you're like, what? What kind of dark magic does that guy, you know, use in his manner? That he has two Pomeranians that aren't yappy rats? What? Okay, well, I'll be from that family. Because clearly I'd be probably a very gifted sorcerer of some variety. You know? Like, whatever it is, man. The DMs are usually pretty excited about it. I think it's fun to ask a DM what they're excited about and what they want. Now, obviously, sometimes the DMs, you get DMs that are, like, too controlling. Like, no, you have to play an elf, because I said an elf. And you have to also be hot. And here, we're gonna make your character the Lineage 2 character creator, and the boob slider has to be maxed out. And you're like, but I'm a dude. And like, I don't care. You're like, Jesus. Okay, fine, Dave. Jeez, fine, man. Did I have a personal experience with a DM named Dave at one point in time in high school? Don't worry about it, you know? When P filmed the beard mode, came Buck joined a session, you're still describing the character, and I'm effing screaming. Yeah, that's true, man. That's the character would do. You made my character, the character they need to fit the adventure. You demand to play heavy armor dwarf paladin, ignorant of the fact that it's an undersea campaign. You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm always willing to hear. Like, I've been surprised. You know, I've been surprised and have my opinions have changed based on things that, like, you know, people in our chat or you guys have said, and be like, "Oh man, Evan, like, people play D&D like this. And it's a lot of fun." I'm like, "What? Really? Is that like okay, cool?" And I kind of like expand my mind when I can, try and think about like the new ways of playing D&D. How do I? Because I don't play in D&D games very often. I'm not part of sort of the greater D&D culture. I kind of play in an isolated sort of like group. Like, I play with my friends and I play my way. You know, I don't really like venture out into the wild beyond very often. And certainly, when I was playing with people, it was during 4th Ed. Like, 4th Ed was out at the store. 5th Ed had just come out, but there wasn't really a culture of 5th Ed. When I was playing D&D and I was running D&D for people through encounters, like D&D Encounters Night, or I was running people through D&D for like teaching people how to play at the game store. I was mostly like, there was no like Critical Role wasn't out. There wasn't a culture like D&D Twitter. There weren't big D&D content creators. There weren't, you know. So I feel like there wasn't as established of like a concept of this kind of stuff. Of what D&D should look like. And so I'm surprised every once in a while. Every once in a while somebody hits me with oh, you know, like this is the way most people play D&D now. I'm like, oh, cool. You know? And every once in a while I'm like, but wait a minute. I'm always curious when it's like, oh, Evan, that's a boomer take. Like, no one plays D&D like that anymore, you know? Or when people are like, oh yeah, it's weird people playing D&D like that. And I'm like, huh, I thought it was universal, you know? You gotta make sure there's like sort of a way to start though for the contemporary D&D players in Eldara, you know? There has to be a good starting point for them. People who are sort of used to playing D&D that way, you know? Okay. Okay, where are we at? Our line work on this is a lot thinner than the other piece that we did, than the last Dragon's Claim one we made. So hopefully this is a much higher quality banner. But I really want the story of the Dragon's Claim to be a selling factor for people. I really want this story to be fun. I want it to be a charming guild hall, you know, with a welcoming, inviting. Like I want people who join the Dragon's Claim to feel like they sort of joined a guild that feels like a family. I think it was Cobalt that mentioned Fairy Tale, so that I should watch Fairy Tale or something. Might have been Cobalt. That like the guild that I have is like similar to sort of the vibe of that, which I have watched a bit of Fairy Tale. It was so long ago, and I don't remember shit. There's also an anime that I watched with some friends in between D&D games, so it's like we weren't exactly paying attention to it. It's not like I remember any of the characters or whatever. Okay, we're getting there, man. We're slowly getting this down. I think we can maybe color it in today as well. That, or we might put this aside and spend the last little bit of the stream working on Amelia. She looks horny as hell. I hear it's very D&D though. Like there's a couple of anime that I can say I've seen, but I don't remember shit about it because I was watching it like with friends, you know. And there's certain anime that we would watch over and over again that we knew like by heart, that we had like Blu-rays for, that like didn't really count. You know, like Lucky Star or Ouran or Haruhi, any of those like old 2000s anime. But there are certain ones like that are slightly newer that we might have watched while we were playing D&D or had on the background while we were eating between D&D, like Fairy Tale, Seven Deadly Sins are two that I can remember. There was supposed to be kind of fantasy D&D that I don't remember shit about. I know I've seen a lot of it, a chunk of it, you know, a couple dozen episodes, but I don't remember shit. Post link to an image. This seems kind of, or this is the kind of feel for how your explanation, I think, 2DC seems to me. All right, hold on. Eye of the thing. All right, yeah, drop it. Drop it. Let's see what you got. Also, we should do more for the eagles' heads, though, in some way. Also, where did this... Okay, so this is basically just this Astral Sage, whatever it's called, ring. Isn't it? Or is this a different one? Oh, it was rotated. Wait, what? Oh, it's not this one. Hold on. What am I doing? It is this one. My bad. Okay, my bad. I forgored which one it was. Uh-oh, is that not perfectly centered? That is, though, right? Basically, I need to find the center for this, though. That's all I'm doing. This doesn't line up quite. Here we go. The reason I need this, though, like this, can find the center point for this. Okay, so we know where to put our effect. Well, I guess it'll draw it through anyway, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, that works anyway. Okay, so as far as our line work goes, all right, it's gonna be a little trippy. We'll see how this works. Just on a new layer, just in case we cross in or cross over the boundary of the Dragon's Claim existing imagery. Yeah, what's the Shreckle? What's going on, dude? Alright, what is this? What do we got here? Ooh, I like that. Yeah, man, that's a vibe. I want the Guild Tavern to feel... I want it to feel very cozy. I want it to be very, you know, low ceilings and big cross beams and stone fireplace. I want there to be an assortment of... This is a little too spacious, though. I want it to be a little more cramped, a little more cozy and snug. The table's a little bit closer together. You know, there's a couple of pillars in the middle, or that sort of divide the space through the middle, and you know, there's all sorts of like... I made the guild hall in a game called Portal Knights, which is like Minecraft, actually, once. I also built the guild hall in Minecraft once. Which is kind of funny, but yeah, like a vibe like this with, you know, with treasures and relics, up on the walls, right? With you know, shields and swords and banners and trinkets from across the sea, and like an adventurer's guild hall that you can look. I want you to be able to look around the guild hall, and I want you to be able to sort of think in your mind that you could go to all the places that you see, all the paintings on the wall, to you know, gather the relics from the places, and I want to seem like a place where people go and find cool shit and bring it back to the guild hall, and the guild master will like put it up on the wall or whatever as like a trophy or a cool souvenir or an interesting trinket or whatever, you know. I'm describing the Shire. Nah, the Shire's a little too cozy, right? That's a little too cozy. Would the way or the six-way symmetry ever be broken on those symbols? They look aesthetic AF, but is there a reason? Like, do they form rings around each other? They need magic rings for arcane reasons. Yeah. So the six. So basically, all of these rings, the 6-pointed rings, are all Astral Sage seals, right? All the Eldari runes, like you can see these giant floating runes in the background, that you can find around the various worlds of Eldara. These are all relics from the Eldari when they built and constructed the worlds of Eldara, the realms of Eldara. I mean, the setting is called the realms of Eldara for, you know, the reason, or for that reason. And so these Eldari runes are sort of, they still float through the air, and some of them are crashed, some of them are still floating. They still act as sort of like as in some ways maybe hints into a greater mystery of how the, like, scaffolding, like loose magical scaffolding for how the worlds were built. And so the discipline of an astral sage is, as a modern day spellcaster, learning how Eldari runes affect the flows of magic and how to use those to cast and conjure in the same way that the Eldari did, the Eldari did. And because like Eldari magic is very, it's very uncolored, it's very unscented. It can be restorative, it can be destructive, it can be summoning. It's like a magic of potential. And so the astral sages, they like this sort of imagery of sharp, elegant, you know, shapes, just sort of like on an aesthetic level. They like the contrast of these sharp, elegant shapes combined with sort of maybe more smooth, daggers and petals kind of thing, that are less jagged than maybe the Eldari runes and more, I don't know, maybe more ornate. It's just like the way that they culturally sort of design them. So anything that's an Astral Sage piece is very much has these kind of like imagery in it. The Astral Atlas is very ornate and detailed and very symmetrical. There's a big thing about like symmetry and prime numbers and all this kind of stuff for the Astral Sages and respect for sort of the way things grow and like ice crystals and all this shit. You know, and so the Dragon's Claim for our guild, you know, banner, we have one of these Eldari Astral Sage rings in behind it because Ella is going to be her character, her canonical big character that is going to be the character that you guys know her for in 10 years, right? It's the character that's going to be her character in the world, just like Endrick's sort of that for me. You know, Ella has many characters in the world and will have many characters, but the character that's like kind of canonically her in the story, like if you want to go see Ella, the whole point is that like if this is a game basically, it's kind of like that's her like immortal soul is being placed into that character. So if you can go see Ella in game, that's where she is, right? And that's where Endrick is. He's the guild master, and that's my character in the game, basically my soul in the world. And so her character is going to be an Astral Sage, the knight variant of an Astral Sage probably though. So that'll be kind of a cool story to tell. So we have a little bit of the Astral Sage sort of design in here as a reference to Ella and to her character being a part of the guild and being like one of the founding members of the guild. I think of founding members, I think of like Kickstarter tiers. Like you're a founder. God damn it, Lost Ark. I almost paid for the Founders Pack, or for one of the big Founders Packs in Lost Ark. I almost paid for it, dude. I almost paid like $60. I paid for the $30 one or whatever so I could get early access. So I could play that weekend that Ella and I wanted to. Almost paid for big Founders Pack. So I don't know. The Eldari, or the Astral Sage runes, are supposed to be very, very beautiful and floral and ornate and in a lot of ways just be very, very elegant looking. Sort of reference the cultures of Eldara, you know, the sort of the old kind of Victorian culture, but more of a well, here's what it would look like if it was a magically enchanted seal or whatever. And I'm actually really happy Ella wanted to be an Astral Sage, because if she didn't, I was going to make Endrick. I really didn't want to make Endrick an Astral Sage. I really wanted to make Endrick a fighter. But Ella thought the Astral Knights were particularly cool. She was going to be a paladin, but you know, I wanted to be have an important role in the world, because she's very important to the world. Like Ella the person is very, very important to Eldara. Nothing in this project would have been done without Ella the person. Like Ella's character, Ella the character is an important character, but Ella the person was the entire reason why I started doing this. My World of Warcraft guild, I made a World of Warcraft guild basically from scratch because Ella liked playing World of Warcraft but didn't like joining new guilds, because whenever we joined new guilds, she like didn't play as much, so she would feel kind of on the outside of it. She didn't really get to know people as easily because she doesn't like play as often as I do, and she kind of like felt uncomfortable. So I was like, fuck it, we'll make a guild where, like, you know, we'll make our own. And for D&D, my like main motivation to tell stories in D&D is to take Ella on an adventure, because she loves adventure, she loves fantasy, and so I would be doing this anyway, you know. But I don't know if I would have been as motivated to try and build something important or that's like serious and substantial. I think I would have been too lazy to do that. So without Ella the person, Eldara would not be possible. So I want Ella's character in game, her canonical character, to feel like it is a cool thing in the world, right? Like if Astral Sages are something unique and cool to Eldara, I want Ella to be an Astral Sage. I want her character to carry that kind of weight in it, you know? So more aesthetic than functional. I was wondering if there is a in-universe, if the symbol doesn't work, the magic will have resistance or something like that. Broken circuit, or without six-way rotational special design, the magic builds up on points unevenly and causes unpredictable things to happen. Well, it's more like it doesn't work. It's more like think about the Eldari runes like lenses, right? So the basic idea of how an Astral Sage works is there are pockets of magic deep in the universe, basically, far away, like galaxies away, right? But just like light is always shining through, and you sort of point a telescope up at one of those spots in the sky, you can kind of, you can sort of absorb the light and see what's out there. The same thing is true with magic. Think about these rings like magical lenses, or more particularly these rings, the Eldari rings. These are like magical lenses. They take the magical aura, the astral aura that sort of comes from the entire, that sort of comes from deep space. And they don't really understand how it works. But they understand that it's there, and that, when you look at different parts of the universe, in the cosmos, in the night sky, you know where certain pockets of magic are, right? So it's one thing. Basically, imagine you have this magnifying glass, this like magic magnifying glass, and you can kind of point it up at the sky to where there's like a pocket of magic, and it sort of like focuses the magic into your palm, and then you can kind of use that magic, right? But if you hold up two lenses, maybe one lens that sort of has the ability to convert magic, that like magic potential, into, let's just say, like restorative magic, and you sort of hold those lenses up together, you can kind of pull magic through for one into like this sort of like untainted, uncolored, unflavored magic. It's just pure magic that just hits you, and then you can sort of like flavor it into restorative magic that then you can point at somebody and restores their health, right? You can like hold up another lens that you can swap out that other lens and hold up another lens that kind of converts that magic into like sort of like heat, and then you can like shoot a astral fireball, basically. So the whole idea of Astral Sages is that they use this esoteric knowledge of how to sort of how the ancient Eldari would have constructed the world. Like they know that, like, oh, this rune right here, this Astral Sage rune, like for everyone who's just chilling the world, it's like, okay, it's an Eldari rune. Like stories say that the ancients use those runes to build the world, right? But an Astral Sage would know like that certain combination of gaps and spikes and whatever, that combination is a lens that is commonly associated with creation magic. Like it can create matter, it can convert magic into matter, right? And so you'd apply that with like 8 other lenses to make like rocks and basically like beam a planet into existence, to conjure something. So a lot of the Astral Sage runes, they don't use these runes specifically, but a lot of their designs is the master sort of like the mother rune that grants that pulls astral magic is a six-pointed ring, right? It's like one of these big Eldari circles, but it is like a six-pointed. It can be a little more random, a little more, a little less kind of impressive or whatever. It has maybe different like chunks taken out of it for doing certain things, but it is basically a six-pointed rune. This rune is the most powerful form of siphoning magic, right? And so the Astral Sages sort of revere this symmetry. They revere this shape as sort of an icon or an emblem of the Astral Sages. So different Astral Sage orders will often have their Astral Sage order design, basically their crest that indicates who they are and what their order is about, as a ring of a six-pointed star. So you'd have or a ring with 6 points on it, and they're usually this kind of bladed sort of leaf or flower pattern. And so if you were to see a banner like a bunch of Astral Sages gathering, excuse me, Jesus, it would probably look like, the banners the flags would all look sort of like this, hanging together, various different orders, and you know which order sort of is about what, and maybe their emblem is more so this like individual point, right? So when you see an Astral Sage, they might carry a necklace where the necklace is just this, right? That's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know if it's a good idea. It might be dumb. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna save this as another layer and hide it. I think we need to move the sage star. Just a hair to the right now. It's just on the edge there. So it can't actually be moved, really. It's not going to be quite perfect, but I think we can get... We're at the point where we're close enough for this point. Yeah, like 1 or 2 pixels off is not an asymmetry that I'm super stressed about. If that makes sense. So maybe this series of symbols is Ella's sage order. One that she is a member of. Yeah, I definitely like this being a little more snug in here. Okay with these points getting lost. I need to like pay somebody to make World Anvil articles about shit I say on stream. I want just to like have a World Anvil up or whatever, and when I start talking about Astral Sages, so they just like add it to the, you know. Because all that stuff is like I can say it, but it doesn't exist in an article, so one can look. We finished Pupil Mind Flayer gear set. We did not adore yet. No, they still need some more armaments. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5 because well maybe this one has a Barbacoa sword. We definitely need 5 or 4 more Pupil Mind Flayers gear. We would need 1 less, but we decided to give the pay to win sword that Oda asked for, the one with the where you can insert gold to do more damage. We yeah, we gave that to the main People Mind Flayer because you know if he can afford to have 3 blue eyes, white dragons, he can afford to have the pay to win sword. Like if any of them are gonna pay to win because they stole their mom's credit card or you know whatever, it's that one. So definitely, it's definitely where we're at this point. Thank you, Ella. Yeah, she's the reason I do anything, basically. I like that a lot, maybe because I've studied astronomy a nice chunk, but I like the parallel, the refocusing light parallel is a good explanation. Yeah, it's there's a lot of mysteries. Like what are there's also Dognus, there are areas of the universe basically like as if you think about magic, as it's sort of on its way to you, as it's being projected to you, anything in between it will add distortion, right? Just like light and radio and you know whatever for telescopes. It'll add distortion, anything in between. So if you have, let's just say, a source of, you know, in between, in this constellation, in between these 2 stars, if you point your astral lenses basically up at that, if you focus your magic on that position, you can pull magic through it, and you know it's good magic, right? But there are places in the sky that people know is like bad juju, right? Like there's like maybe a constellation that like is over this way, and if you point your lenses up like just on the upper sort of side of this star at this time of year, you're gonna be there's something in between the like sort of or there's some sort of source that is projecting like evil nefarious magic basically. There's like some evil presence there. So if receive your magic from that point, you'll have like a tainted sort of dark magic that is like corrupting and corrosive and is like forbidden to use because it'll just like dissolve the sage or whatever. And so those mysteries of like, well, what are those things off in the universe that are maybe corrupting or enhancing or doing something to magic? Those mysteries are questions that I want to explore throughout the storytelling for Eldara. And but also considering there's 24 right now. There's 24 worlds in Eldara that I sort of have an idea for, and there will be more. There'll be like other worlds that are created or discovered or whatever. You know, there's not a canonical number of them, but I like to say there's about 24 worlds. If you also like focus your magic through one of those worlds, right? You will also sort of like if the planets sort of line up where Thorash is in between this constellation or whatever at this time of year, and you can align your magics to do some sort of powerful life-giving ritual, because Thorash is basically a giant conduit of life magic. That's the entirety of Thorash. It is just this giant ball of life magic under the surface that makes everything grow absurdly. So, you know, some loose light lore for Teleria, but there are certain basins and areas and places and valleys within Teleria that are unnaturally large, and I've never. This was going to be a big reveal for my players in D&D, so I didn't actually say it on stream. But you know, they're almost through the Relic Coast, and they chose to uncover. There we go. Some mysteries, but not other ones. But there's two large valleys in the Relic Coast, and the Relic Coast is a place with a ton of these Eldari runes. You know, like Janor and all these different like rune sites of Eldari runes. But there's runes in the Gormash Valley, which is the Primeval Expanse, and the Star Shore Valley. And these valleys are surrounded by mountains and kind of caldera-y, and have massive life. Like the trees are way bigger than anywhere else in Teleria, and the life magic is abundant. No one really knows why. These are actually two sites of rituals to bring life to the arid Relic Coast. You know, however long ago when people were doing that kind of thing. So, you know, the players, if they had gone through and uncovered some of the mysteries of that, they might have uncovered the sites of these rituals, right? And so that's so you would have found, or it would have been revealed at some point in time that there was some great sort of life magic that an astral sage would have sort of projected onto the Relic Coast. And actually, our character Rosa was there because there's a very high level of relics and artifacts and Eldari kind of lore to uncover in the Relic Coast specifically, and that would be why, because it was a great spot of the astral sages of past. So yeah. Okay, can't wait till People Mind Flayer gets my shield. I forgot about the shields. The T one does that one, and the Nuggies are pretty good with People Mind Flayer Blaze. You go through transfer the VODs. That's a problem. Is Blaze? It's a full-time job. I know of no one that has that much free time. I could just turn on. You know, it'd be funny to have like some sort of transcription software. Is there a good transcription software that I could just turn on that transcribes everything I say on stream in a text or whatever, or like from a VOD, that I could just take like a description of something and like edit out, of course, all the ums and uhs and whatever, and just like have the block text there to then convert it to an article? Because that would be fucking sick. That would be actually wicked. There's gotta be there's but it's not 100%. That's fine. It doesn't need to be 100%. It just needs to create most of the words that I say correctly, I guess. There's got to be some sort of like decent, you know, Google AI whatever that can do this stuff, right? Someone still need to go through and proofread it. Yeah. I wouldn't just upload that as a World Anvil article. Not you. Why not? Why not me? I would need to go through and add it I need to add it as an article, but like obviously not as text. I would just sort of have the block of text there that I would like sort of use that to then build an article out of, right? Word has it, I believe. I don't know how good it is. Do I have Word? I don't think I have Word on this computer. Word. A WordPad? No. Microsoft Word? No. Hold on. Google dictation. Google speech text. Voice to text, real time speech recognition. From IBM. Oh. How do you use voice dictation in Google Docs? Hold on. It's like tools voice typing, or press Control Shift S on your keyboard. Hold on. Google Docs. Alright. Please call wife? Alright, hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Might be important. Alright, we call the wife. Hold on. Okay, stream. Okay, this is going to be crazy. We're going to call this document stream notes. You hit Control Shift S. Wait, no, that's not what it is. Oh, Control Shift. Yeah, wait. Go top menu. Select Tools, Voice Typing. Not what I want. Tools, Voice. Where is it? I don't see shit. Preference, accessibility? No. Maybe not? Tools, voice typing, small pop-up window. So I guess this doesn't exist? Is this like a really old thing? March 3rd, 2022 though, so... Preferences... Maybe is there like a... Formatting... Maybe it's an add-on, actually. That's a whole damn store, isn't it? Voice... Typing... Voice notes for Google. 1 million downloads, only 3 stars. Okay, that's gotta be pretty awful then. All right, whatever. I'll mess around with that. I'll see if that thing exists. That'd be pretty pog. Not gonna lie, that'd be pretty damn sick. Yeah, the only extension I could find through it was pretty poorly reviewed. Instead of art, what's your favorite D&D things to create, aka write? Shops, items, quests, NPCs, creatures? That's an interesting question. I don't know, Fulham. What would be our favorite thing to create outside of that stuff? The things I love doing the most for D&D and Eldara are things that inspire inspire adventure in the players. So realistically, anything that kind of like gets the players thinking about things they can go explore in the world, or things that sort of manage the players' experience in the world. It makes it more immersive, right? So I really love designing new systems for things like travel, right? Like building in items and like carriages and creating customizations for that, ways to spend your gold, more or less, on like cool ways to sort of like express your character in the world. That makes sense? Maybe? I don't know. What do you spend your time on, Fulham? Because yeah, like things like the carriages are really fun. Airships. What else? Hirelings and whatever. I like for there to be things that allow a player to customize their experience in game a little bit more, and feel like they can. Like there's something inherently about building a base, you know. But the base doesn't have to be a physical location. But creating like some kind of an ordered organization, a group, a guild, an airship, just things that like more or less gold sinks, I guess. But location such towns, what makes the interesting, kind of like playing Civ. Oh, so you do the more like sim route work. Interesting. I wish I could like I wish I had some like good fast way to map towns. Because that's the one thing I still haven't figured out at all, is how to efficiently and effectively map out towns and locations, you know? Because I'd love to make maps and then take them to World Anvil and just like build out stories for everything. Like just add a pin into like each building basically. NPCs and creatures, soft spot for items too. That makes sense. Towns take a lot of time to map. Yeah, towns take a long time to map out. Towns are like, but it's so cool when you can give your player a town map and there's like points of interest, right? Like you don't map out every single spot in the town. You never do that, because then you can't add anything later. You can't be like, oh, there's a cheese shop here, and that's where you're supposed to meet the rogue rapscallion group of bandit boys that are gonna get information for you around town, right? Like you need to have spaces in town and entire neighborhoods and streets where you can have nothing, like no information about them whatsoever. Which is why I don't want to do like there's lots of people that do town maps, and the town maps look like, you have your road or whatever for your town map, and then they have each individual little house. Each little house, listed here as being, this one is, there's like a legend or something. It's like, oh yeah, number 4 is like Farmer Matthias's house, and number 5 is like James the Butcher's house, and number 6 is James's Butchery or whatever. I don't like to do stuff like that. But also, the problem is if you like build your town map too much like this, then you sort of say like, okay, well the town population is 600 people. The problem is somebody's going to go in and be like, oh, well, there's only, this many houses, which implies, like, if every family is on average, if the average population is of this age and in a medieval setting, and people of this age would have children by this time, and on average families, you know, in a contemporary or whatever setting have between 2 and 4 children each, then, you know, the population of the town should be more like this. And if the population of the town is this big, you know, then you need to have also like infrastructure and like a school that supports this many people and an institution of like a hospital and whatever and this and that. And you get too specific. I'd rather just say kind of like almost say like there's a town and just like this is like town right here. Like all this right here is like town, and have like a texture for it almost, and be like, oh yeah, you know, then there's like a main street that goes through the center of town, and there's like big shops. There's like a couple of big shops here and there that you're gonna find, you know, or like neighborhoods that you can kind of like neighborhood districts that you can sort of like write about or whatever. I don't know. Because I haven't seen in any official published D&D book or fan piece or, you know, homebrew thing, I've never seen a town map that I really think is done well. You know? So much of this system, we shop on Discord, so I chat about mapping and stuff. Dude, if you got ideas, Cobalt, I'm down, man. I should be around. I should be around like Thursday. No, Thursday. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I should be around all next weekend. I was gonna try and be around this weekend and chill. Like I wanted to stream on Sunday as well, but I just had some shit that you know, sometimes you got shit you gotta deal with. So for map like Hades or Sword and Sandals type of map would be more useful. Just like have interest points since it's vertical. You don't have to include any buildings. Hades. Map.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Please let me have shut off my
It doesn't.
stream. No.
It's still missing.